I'm here in solidarity with Mass Liberation Arizona.
You apparently have not heard of us because none of you have seemed to follow the news that Dave Biscabing and ABC 15 have been reporting on the last 3 years.
The decision has been made by this city to allow April Sponsel, a well-known liar and bigot, to train police officers on how to be successful in the courtrooms. Sponsel's idea of success is being able to falsely charge dozens of protesters as violent gang members in an attempt to quiet her employer's critics.
If this is all the same subject, I would just ask that you please don't repeat yourself.
I think it's important that we do repeat ourselves because this information is really important and there are a number of really important facts and I hope they sink in.
Whew. I'm going to take a moment because I'm a human being. And it's really intimidating what this space does. These are people's lives that have been affected by a person.
Allowing April Sponsel, who has an active case open against her at the Arizona State Bar, to train in your city would be a failure of your duties and a betrayal of your residents.
April Sponsel was fired from the Maricopa County Attorney's Office for misconduct and lying.
And if that wasn't enough reason, let me read you an excerpt from page 13, because fuck 12 pages, they needed more, of April Sponsel's firing letter. I've got the whole 14 pages here. All right. Although you acknowledge in your administrative interview that a prosecutor should not try to influence a grand jury or give an opinion as to any facts, your presentation in this case reflects the opposite. Your media advisement was filled with argumentative statements and was little more than a closing argument.
15 seconds.
Maybe you should talk to your lawyers about getting one of these that isn't blacked out. If you want this one, I printed 2 copies and I can leave it here.
This letter is from June 28th of last year. Her dismissal letter states that she's had no self-reflection or any recognition, knowing that you indicted an innocent person.
Do you have room in your budget for that?
The actions of the council when they hired April Sponsel were incredibly dangerous. April Sponsel, as you can tell from what everybody's been telling you, she is a hazard. She is a liability.
We demand the City of Surprise cut ties with the 5-8 group and under no circumstances allow April Sponsel to train anyone.
In the brochure that 5-8 gave to the city when they were describing their services to you, was it on there that they had the special services of a woman who was fired for lying to the grand jury, fabricating charges?
This information was well publicized and not hard to find. Yet Surprise City Council, Mayor Skip Hall, City Manager Wiggenroth, and Deputy City Manager Montgomery all seem to either not care enough to know about what's exactly going on with their police force, or they know all this information and are acting in solidarity and supporting April by hiring her. That would be rough if that was the case.
I attached 53 pages of documentation to give you all this information in advance. And it seems like I'm up here wasting my time and money getting here to give you this information and nobody's listening.
The only thing April Sponsel will teach your officers is how to fast track their names to the top of the Brady list, which is a list of cops who have demonstrated their ability to lie in court.
Just in case you think you can keep 5-8 but not April Sponsel, Michael Pizzelli, the owner of 5-8 Group, he has a saying. He says, "Be polite, be professional, and have a plan to kill everyone you meet."
And to show how deeply corrupt this entire state is in regards to policing, this course is also approved by the State Police Board, AZ Post. AZ Post gave a statement relating to this training saying, and I quote, "We recently changed our rules related to advanced officer training. AZ Post no longer vets curriculum or presenters for advanced officer training." No one's vetting any of this. So who is looking out for the people of Surprise when city officials refuse to consider all the ramifications of hiring a disgraced former prosecutor for advanced officer training?
So consider our statements to be a warning to you as people who want to retain your reputations and positions, and to the people of Surprise about the dangerous outcomes you will face if Sponsel is allowed to teach cops to lie on the stand.
It's disappointing that we even have to be here. It's embarrassing. And frankly, a waste of everyone's time, and it's threatening all of our lives. Wake the fuck up.